YoPrint's got a great autosave system, so you never lose progress when you're creating or editing quotes and sales orders. Let's look at it in action. Let's create a new quote. This is quote number 748. Say you accidentally exit the page. You can go into the quote list page and find your quote, and you'll see this here indicating that it's a draft. Double-click on the quote to edit it. This same system is in place for sales orders. Do note that if you're creating or editing jobs and shipments in an order, you need to click on Save or Create in the dialog box to commit those changes to the draft. If you navigate away, refresh the page, or click on Cancel, your changes are discarded. So here I'm adding a job, and I click on Create. So if I refresh this page, this new job I added will still be here. Any details you put in the job, like services, tasks, files, etc., all of it will be saved as long as you click on Create. Now let's add some products. You need to make sure you click this tick button for the item to be added to your order and committed to autosave. If you're cloning the line item, it's only saved once you click the tick button. If you see the buttons on top disable for a bit, that means the data is being saved. If you don't tick the cloned item, or if you add a custom product but leave it blank, it's not a valid line item and it's not saved. Refresh the page, and you'll see that the invalid line items aren't there. Now, if you create a shipment but click on Cancel, or leave the page without clicking on Create, the shipment isn't saved. You need to click on Create to save shipments to the draft. Let's look at published orders. There are things you can edit in a published order, like due dates and tasks, but if you need to edit something that affects pricing, you need to go to Quick Actions and Edit Order. If you see a draft confirmation dialog box open up, that means there's an existing draft of the sales order with unpublished changes. Select Resume to edit the draft, or select New Draft to delete the old draft and start fresh. I'm going to select New Draft. I'm going to change the product quantity to 5. Now I'll exit the page, then find the order I was just editing, and go back into Edit it. I'll select Resume so I can pull up the draft I just edited. And there's the change I made, auto-saved. Once you're done editing a draft, clicking on Publish makes your changes go live, meaning your customers can see it. Clicking on Delete Draft gets rid of the draft. Deleting a draft won't delete or affect the live sales order or quote. If you want to see a list of all your drafts, that is, orders that haven't been published, then head to the quote or sales order list page and select the drafts filter. If you don't have the drafts filter, you can create one. Add a new filter. And select as draft equals true. Aside from quotes and sales orders, YoPrint uses the draft system in pricing groups. When you try to edit a pricing group and a draft exists, you'll get this same dialog box, and you can choose whether to continue with an existing draft or start a new one. The difference is we don't autosave changes made in the pricing group. You'll have to click on Save Draft to save it. And if you click on Publish, the pricing goes live. And that's how YoPrint's draft system works.